Hello, it's Mikey with San Francisco Association of Realtors, and I'm back again showing you some fun tips and tricks about the MLS. And today we're going to go over the admin tab here. So the first thing that I wanted to draw your attention to is that all of your preferences for the MLS are all housed right here under your preferences. So I'm going to click on that. And so what you're going to see here is a few things. So in general, I'm not going to point out every single feature, but I do want to show you some interesting things. So where it says default here under general, and just so you know, these tabs here can expand and contract. If you say default to desktop interface on mobile device, you can see that I don't have it checked here. But what this means is anytime you open your mobile device, and you go onto the MLS, if you have this clicked, it's going to show exactly the way it shows on a laptop or computer. So some people like that interface better. I will say that if you're using a mobile device, there is a lot of scrolling and pinching and having to expand, just because this is not really designed for a mobile device. I would encourage, if you really want a great mobile experience, to use we have some other mobile features that allow you to search the MLS on your mobile device. That's a way more mobile reactive. So, but if this is an option that you want to have, this is where you would do it. So you would just check this, and then anytime you open up your mobile app and log on to the MLS, you will see it exactly the way that you see it here. So there are other important things I would say that you would want to pay attention to. So another thing here is where it says searching defaults. If you have your searching defaults set up, so for example here it says property types, residential is clicked. That means every time I go to my searches, so for example, I'll show you here. If I go to standard, you see that residential is automatically clicked. I didn't click it. And that's because in admin, under my preferences, under searching defaults, I have residential click. Now, if I take that off, and let's just say save, and I go back to standard search, you'll see that it's not clicked. So a lot of times people will find that they have automatically property types clicked, and it's really annoying because they have to go in and unclick them, because those clicks add up. That's how you would fix that problem, is going into your preferences. And sometimes they can get accidentally added, but that's where you would change that. So I'll just leave it off for now. Other information here in the admin tab that is important is your email defaults. So if you want to set a default for your emails, if you have a report that you want, if you're sending emails out and you want a specific kind of report always to send out with your emails, you can choose that here. You can also have a default subject if you'd like, default email note at the bottom. So if there is some boilerplate sort of text that you want all of your emails to have, you can add that here. Auto prospecting, again, a lot of these things are a little bit more crunchy, a little bit more advanced, but I just want to bring your attention to a lot of these kind of things are here. So what we'll do is we'll go back here to admin, and I'll show you the next thing on the admin tab, which is modify your profile. It's very important. We get a lot of questions about how you can modify your profile, and it's just under the admin tab, modify profile. We'll click there, and that you'll see here is this is exactly how my profile will show. Not exactly, the formatting will be a little different, but this is all the information that will actually show of your profile. Now, some of these things like your home address and other personal stuff, it won't be showing on your profile. But for the most part, if you have things like your email, your web page, your nickname, those kind of things will show. Now, it does look like from here that if I were to go in here and click home phone and put that information in, that would show my profile. But in fact, you actually want to choose where it says manage contact phones anytime you want to change your phone contact. So for example, if I get a new number, or if I get a new dedicated work line, I can go to manage contact phones here, and you can see that so the layout is a little confusing, but I'll explain it and it will make pretty good sense once I explain it. So if you have a new number, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to plug in that number, and then you're going to designate what the type is. So I always recommend, for a lot of reasons, but one primary reason to always choose direct is because with third parties, they usually, if it says direct, they'll pull that information. If you do sell or other or primary even, it doesn't always pull it correctly. So what I'd say is always choose direct for whatever number is your primary number. I know that's a little misleading, but trust me, it's fixed a lot of problems. So just always choose direct. And so then in this case, once you say add, you click here, add, you'll see that there is the primary down here. And once you add a different number, when you click here, you'll see that it's available. And I haven't created another one, but if I had, it would be right here, and I would just click it and see, you can see that there's nothing there because I clicked empty space. But in this case, I'll go back to direct and then just say save there at the top. And that's how you would change your number. Now you can always list secondary if you'd like. Usually it's only going to pull the primary number, but in some cases the secondary will also show. So that's admin, your preferences. We went to modify your profiles. And there's some other, and I'll show you just one other thing in here that it's, I think, very important. Now, my pull-down menu may look a little different because I have super special admin rights. But one thing that you will see here that we both have is view sent emails. So anytime that you send an email directly from your profile or your auto prospecting emails, you're going to see these two options: view sent email, view auto prospecting email. These will show you everything that you've sent, every email that you've sent, when it was sent, and even sometimes when it was received or when it was opened. I'm not going to click on it just because there's, I'm sure, a lot of emails in there that it's going to be confusing, but just I want to draw your attention to those, is that if you have an agent that says, or you're a client that says, hey, I haven't received your email, you can go and check here to see whether or not it was sent. And usually it is. And usually if they don't see it, it's because it probably got filtered out to spam. Sometimes, depending on their email server, it may get filtered out to spam. But that's a good way to check when something was sent. And you can resend them actually from that menu if you want to resend the email. So that's the admin tab in a short, quick 7, almost 8-minute video. As always, if you have any questions about the admin tab or anything else on the MLS, you can always email us directly at MLS@sfrealtors.com. We'd love to help you out. Have a wonderful day.